Commentary highlights of one of this channel's favourite players, Marketa Vondrousova, playing Madison Keys in the Berlin tournament. So first game of the match, Madison Keys serving. Madison Keys with a centre to wide serve. Marketa Vondrousova strikes a backhand return to the right bit on it, but Madison Keys strikes a forehand to left, and Marketa Vondrousova backhand to left. Madison Keys rather further forward, backhand slice to left for a bit on it. Then Marketa Vondrousova with backhand drop shot to left with a bit on that, and it's a winner. Backhand drop shot winner from Marketa Vondrousova. So 30 love. Madison Keys serving on serve in this first set, and Madison Keys with a central serve with a bit on that, and Marketa Vondrousova forehand block return to the centre. Madison Keys further forward, then strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. Marketa Vondrousova serving 15-30 on serve in the first set, and Marketa Vondrousova with a central serve burn out. Madison Keys forehand block return. Marketa Vondrousova further forward, then strikes a forehand to the right, and it's a winner. So Madison Keys serving 40-15, and Madison Keys with a serve to the centre of the box. Then Marketa Vondrousova strikes a backhand to the right with a bit on it, and it's a backhand return with a ace struck from Marketa Vondrousova. Madison Keys with a serve centre of the box, and Marketa Vondrousova strikes a backhand return to the right rather, and then Madison Keys strikes a forehand to the right with a bit on it, and it's a winner. Marketa Vondrousova with a break point. Madison Keys with a central serve, and then Marketa Vondrousova strikes a backhand return to the centre, a bit on it, and Madison Keys with a forehand stretch right. Marketa Vondrousova forehand slice turn to the left, and Madison Keys with backhand slice, and then forward to the net, and then Marketa Vondrousova with a backhand lob over Madison Keys centrally, and it's a winner for Marketa Vondrousova to break with a good backhand lob shot over Madison Keys centrally rather, with Madison Keys at the net, and Marketa Vondrousova with a break in the first set. So Marketa Vondrousova serving with a break in the first set, 15 love, and Marketa Vondrousova with a serve to the centre. Madison Keys forehand return to centre, and Marketa Vondrousova forehand to the right. Madison Keys strikes a backhand turn to the left, and we're bailing it there. Marketa Vondrousova then returns with a forehand to the right, and Madison Keys with a backhand shot and backhand slice then to the right from Marketa Vondrousova, a bit on it, and Marketa Vondrousova's net. Madison Keys with backhand turn, but then Marketa Vondrousova there with backhand drop volley to the left, and it's a winner. So Madison Keys with a point to potentially hold this service game, and Madison Keys with a central serve, Marketa Vondrousova backhand turn to centre. Madison Keys strikes a forehand. Marketa Vondrousova backhand return to the centre, but then Madison Keys strikes a forehand to the right with a bit on it, and it's a winner to hold that service game. Marketa Vondrousova serving, and with a break in the first set, and Marketa Vondrousova with a centre of the box serve, a bit on it. Madison Keys and strikes a forehand return to the right with a bit on it, and Marketa Vondrousova backhand shot return to the right. Madison Keys rather further forward strikes a backhand to the right, and it's a winner. Marketa Vondrousova with a central serve, Madison Keys strikes a backhand return central, Marketa Vondrousova Forehand to the right, and Madison Keys with shots there. But then Marketa Vondrousova strikes a forehand to the left with on it, and Madison Keys returns it, and Marketa Vondrousova further forward with forehand slicing into that. But then Madison Keys strikes a forehand passing shot to right with Marketa Vondrousova in there, and it's a winner. So 5-all on serve in the first set. But it's love 30 with Madison Keys serving. Madison Keys with a central serve on it. Marketa Vondrousova forehand block return. Madison Keys further forward strikes a forehand to the right. Then Marketa Vondrousova backhand lob return. And then Madison Keys by net with an overhead smash to the right, and it's a winner. Marketa Vondrousova with a break in the first set in serving, and with a set point rather, 40-30. Marketa Vondrousova with set point, 40-30. Marketa Vondrousova with a centre of the box there, bit on Madison Keys, centre of it on it. Marketa Vondrousova backhand slice to centre of a bit on it. And then Madison Keys strikes a forehand to the right, but it's just out. And it's game in first set. Marketa Vondrousova, 7-5. An on-serve second set and in a tie-break, but it's match point for Marketa Vondrousova, and Marketa Vondrousova is serving this point, and Marketa Vondrousova with a serve wide. And then Madison Keys strikes a backhand return, but just as to that game set and match, Marketa Vondrousova by 2 sets to love, 7-5, 7-6. And Marketa Vondrousova wins the Madison Keys by 2 sets to love, 7-5, 7-6.